This was the last plant in the world to claim it. The water god and the fire god battled fiercely. The fire god shot a beam of sunlight from his palm. The green sprout instantly grew taller. Just then, a few drops of dew fell onto the sprout. The fire god looked up and saw it was his nemesis, the water god. The water god stepped in front of the sprout, drew circles in the air and formed water droplets. He then sprinkled them on the little sprout. The sprout absorbed them and grew stronger. The fire god saw this and grew extremely unhappy. He then performed the sun god dance, shining even more sunlight on the sprout. Seeing the sprout grow again, the water god clapped with envy. But the next moment, he summoned dark clouds and rain with a wave. Not to be outdone, the fire god focused more sunlight with his palms. Intense light shone down on the sprout. At that moment, the water god cast a spell, calling forth even denser clouds and heavier rain. It not only made the sprout bud, but also drenched the fire god bald. Enraged, the fire god unleashed even more powerful energy. The water god also gathered strength, summoning a massive wave from the barren desert. Humiliated, the fire god decided to reveal his true power. The water god saw this and chose to fight to the end. Their powers clashed over the sprout, growing stronger by the second. The sprout, about to bloom, swayed in the chaos. In the next moment, their powers exploded. The world fell into darkness, and the sprout lost all signs of life. Just as the fire god hung his head in despair, a single tear rolled down the water god's cheek. It dropped onto the withered flower. At that moment, the flower reacted, seeing hope for revival. The fire god shone sunlight from his palms again. The water god followed with nourishing dew. The wilted flower finally began to bloom, and the once dead desert turned into a vibrant oasis, full of life.